Hello everyone, this is my garden update. Looks like the only thing that came up is the radishes. That's all that looks like it came up in here. Now I do have something right there. That little spot right there. And right in that area, I don't know if you can see it. But it looks like the only thing that really came up is the radishes. That may be cabbage. I don't see any carrots. That's the only radishes, and they got pretty thick, and I had them spread out more than that, so I guess you know how the rain goes. Sometimes it beats them to death and washes them together. Alright, now this right here is my mint. I don't use a lot of mint, but it's good to keep out bugs. Keeps the rats away. You know, rats and certain bugs don't like the smell of mint, so they'll stay away from it. Alright, and this is what I replanted the other day. That's just weeds right there. And right here is nothing yet. Some of the seeds washed up because we had a big rainstorm. You can see them on top. If I can cover them up with my foot. So I don't have any tools with me. Oh well. Maybe not. Maybe. Anyway, you get the idea. And through here is where I planted some more seeds. Nothing's come up from those yet. This is all weeds. Gotta be weeded again. Yeah. Alright. Did I ever show y'all my oregano? Oregano started here. Oh, probably 20 years ago. And now the oregano has decided to take a flying leap in the last 2 years and go on this side. It's one of my flowers. So, I don't have the heart to pull it all up because I'm afraid I'll pull up a flower. Those are daylilies, I believe, that are the flowers there. So, back over here to my asparagus. Alright. I gotta go to the outside. But right here is, you can see this one. Reach down, let's see. Yeah, I've got to go to the outside to pick the other side of the gate to pick the rest of it. But that, I didn't see it. And it's made a sprout. It's going to make seeds, but that's okay. You need seeds so you can have more asparagus. They will come up from seed, but the best thing to get is the bulbs. Because I did get some of my asparagus from the seeds. Alright. And look at my grass. Needs cutting. But my lawnmower's broke. So the guy who's going to cut my grass took the lawnmower to be fixed. We don't know what's wrong with it. It just wouldn't go in gear. Alright, now, you see all this? Can y'all see the asparagus? Can y'all see the asparagus? I love asparagus. It does get boring sometimes because you have a lot of it. But hey, share with your neighbors if they like it. I don't know if any of my neighbors like it. I have to ask them one day. I have to ask them. Yep. Hope y'all can see what I'm cutting. I'm just breaking. I just pull it. Break it. That's what I do. You got one there, but you got one right there. But it looks like it's not doing it. It looks like it's an old one and dying right in there. So it must have been one I picked the other day. Alright. I hope to hear something back on my lawnmower today, maybe. Okay. Alright. These were the tomatoes in those gray pots that I planted, but nothing's come up, so looks like I'm just going to have to buy some at the store. I'm going to have tomatoes. Save me a lot of money. But I do buy tomatoes sometimes at the market when we go to our local vegetable market. If I see one that I want to try that's different. This is the green beans. The green beans are coming up nicely, and they only come up on one side. I planted on both sides. Right back here, they didn't come up in that area. Alright. Right here is cucumbers. See my cucumbers? They're going pretty good. They got their second leaves coming on them. This is called the first leaf. And the others are the second leaf. Alright, there's the other pot of cucumbers. They're doing pretty good there. Okay. Empty pot of weeds. I gotta pull that out and put something in it. Not sure what I'm gonna put in it though. Something I like to eat. Okay, let's go walk this way. Let's walk this way. These are some old pots with weeds in it. I gotta fix that up too one day. Put something in it. Not exactly sure what I want to plant in it. I want to put a vegetable or a flower. So we'll see. These are some old dirt. We used to plant flowers out here. Hadn't planted flowers out here in a couple of years because of my husband's sickness. It was just, I'd rather have spent time with him than spending time out in the garden. But we did have a garden, but don't get me wrong, I just didn't want to take the time to do that. And this right here, this is older than my marriage. And she broke. She broke. So, may I replace her someday? Maybe not. Whew. Sorry. It was my mom's. My mom's still alive, but she left it because it had a crack in it. My husband brought it home. The crack was in the back and no one ever saw it. But now it's got a big crack in the front. Now all this is, I planted, what do you call it? Flowers. Wildflower seed pack I have gotten free. I had some from last year and some that I got this. I found a pack free when I went dumpster diving, and so I just planted them. We'll see what they cut. We'll see what they are when they make something. Here's another pot. Now I hope these ain't all weeds because I couldn't tell you. So, and right here, where that weed is, right there, and all along in there, I'll have what you call a pitcher plant come up. Looks like a little, the flowers are orange color, called a pitcher plant. I'm calling it right. And these are some more daylilies. So, yeah. And then we'll walk down here. And I think all these died. I think every one of them died. Might have to cut them out. Wonder what they are. They're hydrangeas. And they were here when my husband was little. Another asparagus I let get too long. That's alright. There'll be some more coming up through here. All in there is where and we didn't plant any here. The birds did. We started them in the very back at my mother-in-law's place when she lived next door. They got started. So, let's go down here and I'll show you some more stuff I have in the yard. Right now, a lot of weeds. A lot of leaves. Leaves. And all this right here. That. All that. That is some kind of flower. My sister-in-law had one bulb rolling around her car one time she came. The only time I remember her coming to our house in a year, you know. Anyway, she had one bulb, put it out, and my husband said, just put it right there. And she dropped it right there, and that's ever since. Now look, I got something coming up here. And here. What the heyday is that stuff? Kind of looks like, anybody tell me what this is? That right there. What is that? Is it amaryllis? Because there's my amaryllis. They haven't bloomed yet. If they did, I missed them. But they're. That looks like elephant ear, and I didn't plant elephant ears down here. They're all planted up there. Hadn't come out yet. They're all coming out in front of this. So I gotta figure that out so it won't get cut down. And there's one. And maybe weeds, but I don't think they're weeds. They don't look like a weed. Huh. Anyway. I'll show you my azaleas if you can see them. I have two kinds of azaleas here. Some of it don't look so well. They're about that one, so they've already bloomed and gone. But there are two kinds here. There's a regular azalea and what you call an everbearing. Everbearing means they bloom twice a year. They bloom in the spring and they bloom again in the fall. And you see the pink, dark pink color in there? I don't know if you can see that or not. It's kind of gotten mixed in, I guess, over the years. But we got this at my grandmother's town, all these. They had a sale on them one year. My grandmother, we were down there visiting. He said, can you take me to the flower place to get flowers? And Jane said, sure. She said, they got a sale on azaleas. And so my husband said, all right, we'll go, and we got there, and he asked if I wanted some, and I said, sure. We wish we'd bought all everbearing at the time, but these are beautiful, though. Very beautiful. Yeah. So, we'll keep walking. I've got another bush I want to show you. It was his great-grandmother's. She was, full-blooded Creek, and when she passed away and they were breaking up house, my husband's father said he wanted this bush, and so I'll show you that in a second. Right here is daylilies, and more daylilies. They haven't come up yet, I don't think. They're up but not blooming yet. Okay. Right here, if you can see it, this is my husband's great-grandmother's bush. And it puts on these little white blooms that are starting to come out. If you can see that. It's on the road. If you see, the road's right there. Well, the county, several years ago, said it was in the way of the stop sign. Stop signs are right there. That's the back of it. People can't see around it. He said, okay. So he came out here and trimmed it. Well, 3 months later, they come out and said, we told you it was in the way. You needed to do something about it. And we're trimming today. Do you want us to trim it? I cut it for you. Well, they cut it down so small that my husband said they done killed it. Well, they didn't kill it. It came back. I'm going to leave it. If they say something to me again another day, I'll do something then. Right now, I'm going to let it go and make the blooms. Yeah. Now, this rose bush here, some of it's about dead, it looks like, but it will have roses on it. And I don't know if anybody believes that family can come back in form of birds, bees, flowers, butterflies, or you can get a message from them. Well, every year on my birthday, there's always at least one rose blooming. On my husband's birthday in the middle of winter, There's one rose on this tree because it was my father-in-law's planted it. And on our anniversary, there's always a rose blooming. So it's just odd. He's sending messages like, hey, I'm still here. So it's wonderful. This is my dogwood. It's about dead. Not dead. You know, the blooms are gone. No, it was pretty last week. It was pretty last week. Yeah, that's another dogwood. But this right here is pears. My husband loved pears. He loved pears. It's a regular Bartlett pear is what it is. Now this one right here, if they make anything, it's gotten so big, I don't know. It was supposed to be another dwarf pear like the Bartlett, small, not big. Well, they labeled it wrong at our one of our local places where you can go get things. They open up once a year for about 2 months maybe, and then they close, you know. But it's an Asian pear. It looks like an apple, but it's pear. So anyway, and you see in the yard, because it needs cutting, you see all the violets and the dandelions and the things that you used to blow in the wind. Now you realize you don't blow them in the wind because the wind will do it itself, and they come up everywhere. But little bitty weed flowers. Sometimes the weed flowers are more beautiful than some you can buy in the store or see. Anyway, here's my elephant ear right there, but I think it might be dead. I don't know why. I still got to clean this out, but I think that stuff right there is monkey grass. It's been here for years and years and years. Everyone, it's been a beautiful day. And my hair's blowing because of the wind, so don't mind me. Y'all have a blessed day. And we'll see y'all on the next one. Bye now. God bless everybody. My bonus footage. This is my old faithful. You may say she's dead. Well, she's not really. She needs to go outside. My husband's mother bought this the first year they moved into this house in 1963. And when she gets all her beautiful new leaves on, she's gorgeous. If I lived in Florida or somewhere, this tropical plant would thrive all year long. I bring it in, and it's not really a great place this year for it. So it didn't do great. Maybe I need to put a grow light in here, which I think I'm going to do next year. But I got to get someone to help me get her outside. She's about 60 pounds, or probably 100. This right here needs to go out. It needs a little help. It needs a little more water. But this is my kalanchoe plant. I had a bunch of them. This is all I got left, this one. Over the last couple of years, things started dying. Who knows why? Plants, people, friends. Y'all have a blessed day now.